Hi, I'm Tim Torres, tech editor at Tech Times, and this is the weekly news roundup, week of March 9th, 2015. And right off the bat, Apple dominated this week when on Monday it announced at its Spring Forward event the new details of its Apple Watch and a surprise reveal of its MacBook. And everyone was surprised at the Apple Watch when Apple announced a $10,000 to $17,000 range gold watch. People went crazy over this, even though Apple knows that there are people out there who have the money who will pay for this type of thing. The MacBook also has only one single USB Type-C port, which isn't even a standard port yet. So Apple is really banking on people flocking to this as a new standard for storage. Still though, you won't be able to charge your computer and use multiple USB storage devices at the same time, which could be a problem. Only a couple of days after Apple unveiled their new 12-inch MacBook, Google unveiled a just near 12-inch Chromebook Pixel. The new Pixel has two USB Type-C ports as well as a USB 3.0 port, actually make that two USB 3.0 ports, and an SD card reader. It only has 32 gigs of storage though, which highlights the need for cloud-based storage, which seems to be what both of these computers are shooting for. The MacBook also only has a Core Intel M processor, whereas the Chromebook has a Core i5 processor from Intel. Apple later showed up in the news when it suffered an iTunes outage on Wednesday for about 12 hours. This kind of event is rare for Apple, but the company did apologize to its customers, saying it was due to an internal DNS error. Apple usually generates about $15 million a day from their iTunes stores, iBook stores, and other app stores. But something tells me that this kind of thing won't affect Apple's bottom line too badly. Sony announced the end of their PlayStation Mobile platform. PlayStation Mobile was the indie game platform that developers used to make and sell their games on PlayStation Vita and Android-certified devices like Sony's Xperia Play tablets or smartphones. The service will close on September 10th, and games will stop publishing on July 15th. You can still buy your games up to July 15th, but after September 10th, you'll have to certify your devices in order to be able to play them after the service closes. This is a pretty big blow to Sony, considering their unlimited music service is also going to close later this month. Twitter adjusted its analytics page by adding a whole new account homepage. The account homepage isn't actually all that new. Twitter has had an analytics site for a while now, but the new account homepage really streamlines and simplifies the way you can see your top tweets, top followers, and the number of profile visits you have. This is a great tool to use for advertisers and small businesses who want to see who's following them and how to gain new exposure, new audiences. That's all for this week. I'm Tim Torres, tech editor at Tech Times. Be sure to follow Tech Times on Twitter and other social media sites for all the latest in news and updates.